5 makes it 900,000. 900. Six goals. Two players. Six checks, 5 checks. Six checks. So 5 makes it 1 million, 6 folds. Hey Guy, do you want me to call them seats 1, 2, 3, 4 or the seats they were in last night? Okay, yeah.
Hello, everybody. We are here for the Final Four of the opening event here in the Playlive Winter Championship Series. Speaking on the mic is Guy Greenstein. Usually I'm downstairs managing the stream, but today I set it up and I'm up here with Bridges. Hey, Bridges, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm really excited. We saw some really great play yesterday here.
Yeah, we've got quite a lineup here of Playlive regular crushes, so this one should be very interesting. I think we're going to see quite a good battle between these four.
Yeah, I think we should. I mean, especially Jordan was really playing out of his mind yesterday. Made an insane call with sixes.
On a heater here, Geordie, he actually won the deep freeze at the Aussie Million, so I think that was about 200K, and he is backing it up.
There you go. Raises with the ace-4 of clubs, gets called by the ace-4 off. So Jordan free rolling here, but most likely a chop. Okay, middling flop. I would sort of expect Jordan to check this one back. Really favors Justin's range.
Yeah.
You don't want to get check raised here and then have to fold off your equity.
Right, ace-high is usually going to be good, but if it's not, you don't want to get bluffed.
Exactly. You got the back door as well, which is just flopped. So now it's like really looking good for Justin's range. When he checks back here a second time, is he ever trapping? Could you try and get value with ace high here? I mean, what is he calling with that's worse, right?
If I'm checking the turn, I'd give it up.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's the ace on the river.
I go bet call or check call.
Let's see what Justin chooses to do. He chooses to check back. Feels like maybe he has a bad kicker, so he can just call here. Doesn't want to get re-raised and have to fold.
That is the
But the pot is just so small right now. Yeah, it looked like there was maybe a bet put in an instant call. That is what happened.
Was
yeah.
it a bet? Or
Yeah,
was it
there was a bet for about
bet?
half pot.
All right.
And an instant call there. And there's Jordan's rail. We got Chris Kokonos and Jordan Young there.
Got Jess Pignataro, who's in for the 5K, watching his phone right at the moment.
Yeah, in between hands. Bridges, let me ask you, since I have you in the booth, like, what tournament are you most excited for in this series?
Most excited. Always the main, but we've introduced 2 brand new tournaments. Well, they're kind of the same tournament. One's NLH, one's PLO, and that is called the Battle Stacks tournament. This is a new thing that I personally have come up with. Manning the Rego booth. We know that there's a lot of you out there that love to do the old max lay reg. So this tournament, how it works is the starting stack, at the beginning of the tournament is only 33 big blinds. However, the levels are extra long during the rego period. So we play 33 big blinds, we play 25 big blinds, and then we play 20 big blind start stacks for the first 2 hours of the tournament. That's the rego period. And then afterwards, the levels get condensed to 20-minute levels. However, we do put a caveat on that if the average stack is below 20 big blinds, the clock won't go up until we have a few bust outs and the average stack goes back above 20 big blinds. That means the whole tournament will be played between an average of 33 big blinds and 20 big blinds.
Oh, wow. That should be a lot of fun.
Hence the name Battle Stacks, as you from day dot from the first cards in the air, you will be battling for stacks. It could be carnage.
Yeah. Should see a lot of bust outs. Should be really a lot of fun. A lot of all in crazy plays. Ace 9 took it down there pre on the last hand. A lot of interesting ICM pressure here. Thomas really just wants to shove or fold almost always here. Okay, he has King 8 suited. Is he going to choose to get it in here with 8.7 bigs?
This is 100% a jam, and he goes for it.
And he goes for it, yep. And so if you're Battis, Maidana, or Katsipas, like, you kind of want to let Thomas die off before you really start battling and putting your stack at risk, right?
Yeah, so in this scenario where everyone's pretty similarly stacked other than Thomas,
2.6.
We want Thomas gone.
Yeah.
Before we start getting involved. We want to get that ladder. If it was a case of having... he's called here with the Queen 9.
The Queen 9 suited. Oh, wow. He's
Nice
got him.
Dominated in suits
Yeah.
and ranks.
And all of his straight outs, too.
Yeah, with the stack sizes here, we do... This is a sort of borderline a call or a... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So up and down straight flush draw and a pair against just a flush draw. Oh, and the straight comes in. So Thomas is
still
there
alive.
on the river with the nuts. Not the nuts, sorry, those three spades. Yeah, that was like in that spot. I would sort of be on the fence of calling and folding just because it's pretty marginal spot. If he had a bigger stack and he was able to sort of abuse the other two guys because of Thomas's existence.
Maybe
then
you just fold there.
I would be wanting Thomas to stay in the tournament and sort of be chipping up. However, with them having very similar stacks,
you got to go
it's
for
probably
it.
closer to a call.
Yeah, especially with if it wasn't suited, maybe you just let that one go. But
Yeah,
with the extra equity from it being suited, I mean, obviously we could see that it was hearts versus hearts in the end, but that's not the way it's going to be most of the time.
unfortunately, you can't see your opponent's cards.
Not
That's
until
the hard part about poker.
Not until you call, you know? Okay, ace 10.
Justin, ace 10 under the gun. Absolute nutted hand, four-handed.
Yeah, four-handed. This is going to be a nice open.
Click it for the structure for sure.
Good morning, MSP. Thanks for joining us. We always appreciate you joining us for almost every single stream. You're such a super fan. Even down in the stream booth, we appreciate you. Queen 10 off.
On the button.
Considering a
Just got
call,
flush chips,
but yeah, it doesn't want to do it. And if anyone's joined us, jump in the chat, say hello, let us know where you're watching from, what tournament you're most excited for coming up. We got the 5K later today, streaming at 7 p.m. Victorian Standard Time. I don't know if that's a real thing, but
Australian Eastern Standard Time.
there you go.
Thank you.
Calls with the King 7 off. Depends.
Pretty standard defend here.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go check, bet, fold.
Big 4 make it 400.
You heard it here first. And there it is. It's like he can see the cards.
It's like I can see the cards. Flop did hit Rahul's range a little nicer than the under the gun opens range, but four-handed ace high. I'm just gonna take it down. And there I am walking in the background.
There you are, 20 minutes ago. Like the ghost of your past self. From the Gold Coast, nice. Yeah, please come down and play. We'd love to see you. You'd be a little, we treat you like royalty here.
Yes.
Free food. It's going in the bin. Got the queen 3 off. He's considering an open here. No, he is not.
Just trying to not give off any timing tells, I think. Just
Yep.
give it a beat, fold the cards.
Is he gonna call? Yeah,
That's
it's
a link
6-5.
from
Yep.
Rahul.
Queen deuce just probably checks it.
Just definitely check it back.
Yes, sir.
See a flop in position. Queen high is usually going to be pretty good.
All these players here playing really solidly. No one really wants to punt off their middle stack here.
Yeah.
Justin could probably be playing a little more aggressively, but he's not quite far enough ahead in the chip count to really leverage it. And Jordan and, I mean, rather all the players here are capable of making tough calls. So definitely you don't want to be blasting it off. He does go ahead and elect to go for a 1 big blind raise here. Is that correct? Yeah.
He's just bet 1 big blind, trying to take it down.
Trying to take it down. But
All over.
Rahul's hit this board not once but twice, and I don't think he's too scared of the spades with a spade in his hand. Yeah, we went till late last night, MSP, but the players were still playing really well. We had some players falling asleep at the table, a little bit taking a little nap and folding it out.
I'll be honest, I was also in bed at that time, so
I can't blame you.
take your word for it.
We had a long day yesterday. We streamed all the way from 1 o'clock to 2 a.m. and that's the 13-hour version, not the 1-hour version. But it was a great stream, and we're looking forward to a lot more great streams here at Playlive Melbourne at 129 York Street throughout this Winter Championship Series.
10 seconds.
He's going to call with queen high. Yeah, he just thinks not going to get it done.
Wow. Interesting. I guess he just... I don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think when Rahul calls the flop and then nothing really comes in. Actually, sorry, he hit the 2, didn't he? That's what happened.
He hit the 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that makes sense.
that makes sense. I mean, but what are you really beating there? King high, queen high.
Yeah, there's a lot of like queen jack. Sorry, not queen jack. Queen 10, queen 9.
They just stuck around for the flop and then are just trying to bluff you off on the river.
10, 9.
Sure.
We went with a big sizing, so it was like either going to be 5 flush or complete air. So I don't mind.
This is probably looking like aces to Jordan right now. This queen 10 suited, four-handed.
Four-handed.
6-2 makes it 600. 6-3 folds, 6-4 folds.
Folds the 9-6 suited. 6-2's probably going to go in the bin as well here.
Yeah, it's one of those spots where it's like 1 big blind, but it's like
Yeah,
bottom 2% of his range. So
exactly.
he's got
Exactly.
to chuck it in.
And you know, we're seeing a lot of players tighten up a bit more on their big blind, especially late in the tournament. You know, historically, it's been very popular to just almost call off anything with your big blind and try and defend and see a flop. But turns out that that's not as good as people thought it was. And a lot more people are folding their
especially
crap
with
hands.
The big blind ante.
Yeah.
I think people really just, you know, see a flop with any 2 and everyone's just clicking it for the structure for the 1 big blind raise. Yeah, it became very popular to just flat almost anything that was even marginally connected, such as 6 deuce offsuit.
Yeah, it's just
and
so
then play
hard
a pot.
to. Yeah, it's just so hard to
Unfortunately,
play.
You're out of position almost always. So yeah, just let it go. Move on to the next one.
Yeah, and it's a tough pot to play as well. Like even if you hit the 6, if there's overcards, which there almost always will be,
Of course,
it's very hard to play that pot.
What are you trying to make trips or straights or it's not,
Or
not-
just like
a lot of
random
really hard to
full
make hands.
house. Yeah, exactly. It's really hard to continue and actually realize your equity. Queen 10 suited, I imagine, is going to be a call here. Will he elect for the 3-bet? That would be an
I think
interesting.
he might fold.
Oh,
yeah. I think it's a tough
wow.
spot for him.
In the small blind, yeah. It's a tough spot with Jordan behind him. Yeah, in the small blind, you most likely just go for the 3-bet there if you're going to go for something.
Yeah, 18 big blinds is like really tough. It just seems like way too much to just jam.
You pretty much only have jams there, right, with 18.
And like making it 5.5, 6 big blinds is just committing yourself. So it's like you're kind of just stuck in this middling position, and he's elected to just let it go.
Yeah.
25 big blinds, I think he 3-bets. 12 big blinds, I think he shoves. But
Yeah.
18, you're just stuck in the middle.
Yeah, you don't want a 3-bet fold. And you kind of have to if he puts you all in there with Queen 10 suited, so.
Yeah, you'll never be in front, I think.
Oh, King 9 off suited again.
Just keeping the same cards.
Yeah, is that literally the same suits?
Could be, yeah.
Almost makes you wonder if the reader is picking it up the same again, but. You know how many hands there are in poker?
25, 52.
So 1 in 25, 52.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, 25.
We got. Oh, Ann Jennings writes. She was on the final table yesterday. Yeah, let's go, Justin.
Congratulations, Ann.
Congratulations to Ann. Let's go, Justin. It was awesome to share the final table yesterday. My money's on Justin for the trophy. Yeah, let's go, Justin. He's currently chip leading, so that's good money. But anything can happen here.
So Rahul's flopped bottom pair. Justin has whiffed completely.
Yeah, you can check it back here.
Great flop for Rahul's range. So not just the hand that he has, but
Rahul is actually ahead pre-flop here as
that's
well.
true.
85% chance to take it down right now, according to the
100%
graphics.
chance after this.
Yeah. Can't see him doing anything but folding. Yeah.
Added the little 50k juice on top of the big blind, and that's enough to get it done.
Blinds are getting pretty big here, but players are still pretty deep.
Yeah, we're still playing 40-minute levels, and I think these guys are probably, if they're doing study, they've studied a lot of the 30 big blind ranges. So especially four-handed, they'll know what they're doing. You're not going to see any crazy punting going on. We're playing for $65,000 up top for a $400 buy-in. 1,164 runners in this tournament. Crazy numbers.
And we're expecting to see numbers like that for the rest of the series as well. So
Yeah.
definitely come on down if you want to. We have some big guarantees here this series, and it looks like we're crushing them. So,
Well, if you compare this to our January series, the Melbourne Millions, in which we did $4.7 million in total prize pool, this opening event was actually 10% bigger as far as the prize pool goes.
wow, that's amazing to hear, especially since it was actually pouring a couple of the days.
Yeah, the very first day it was absolutely bucketing down outside, and
People are still hungry for it, you know.
we were a little nervous, but the people showed up. We had 287 runners in the very first flight, and we were like, all right, Melbourne still wants poker, no matter what the weather's like.
What is Justin just calling with the Jack 3 off? In a larger table, this might be a little bit of a skeptical call because a lot of the time you're dominated. But only four-handed, I don't think it's too bad.
Yeah,
It's unlikely that your opponent has a jack. And if you hit your jack, you can just be happy and call it down.
a lot of short-handed play. We're going to see stuff like this where both people whiff the flop completely. Not so many premium hands to start with. So
And these players aren't stabbing with air, you know. They're going to stab when they have equity and when it makes sense for them to bluff. So they're not just going to throw it out there just because the other guy's checking.
yeah, so both of them very likely to have a lot of king X in their range. So the fact that they don't have any of that, very cautious, happy to Jordan's happy to get to the river here with the ace high.
My question is, can Jordan go for a value bet here?
I think that's pretty thin, given that we've seen the call off with bottom pair, especially when it's gone check, 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 check.
Ace high.
Oh, and he takes it down.
Just check and hope ace high is good, and that's what he's done. He takes down the pot. Yeah, we're back to all three the chip leaders having within 3 big blinds of each other, and
It's
Thomas
close.
trying to survive with about half the amount of chips everybody else has.
But he has doubled up once.
He has
you
doubled
know,
up once.
he just needs to double up one more time, and he's back playing.
He's chip leader.
Yeah, exactly. Right, just one shove and call and get there. You know, and you're playing the game. Well, we got George in the chat. Jordy will take it home. Let's go. And we also have VLix123 in the chat. Could raise the Jack 3-0. And it's a little bit thin, probably getting called by any ace high, so it's pretty tough. Tough to do that.
C2 makes it.
Okay,
So
queens.
Jordy's picked up the ladies, and he's just clicking it under the gun.
C4 folds.
And he's hoping for a call. Oh, he probably will get it.
Probably going to get one from the big blind here.
Yeah,
Could even get jammed on.
it's possible. Let's hope for
is-
Tomas that he is not going to just jam it here.
Yeah.
He
It was
wants-
1.4 million. Does elect to just see a flop.
I think theoretically, you know, you could jam. Obviously, we're seeing the hand, so you definitely don't want to, but
2 players.
okay. Gets a gut shot. And ace king on the... So it's like Jordy's really does not
loving
want
that. He's
to...
not loving
Does not want to go to town on this one, but feels comfortable to at least make one C bet.
May get called here.
With just the gutter on ace king high, it's tough to call, but...
Yeah.
Okay, he does elect to call. Gets the 10. So now it's tough. You know, you do have middle pair, but there's a lot of aces and kings in Jordy's range.
C2 check.
He checks it back. Ooh,
It's a chop. Actually, sorry.
it's a chop. It's
I
a
was
chop.
like, wow, we
I'm
got there, but,
expecting an all-in and call here, right? So like, he's gonna raise, Jordy's gonna put him all in, and he's gonna call.
Neither of them has the queen of hearts, so
C1 makes it 600.
We might see people tanking a bit here because there is the flush draw also came in, but the queen is straight, and that's pretty darn good four-handed.
four-handed. You're gonna,
Feel like you can take it to town here.
yeah.
Maybe Jordan will elect just to call here.
Yep, he's
Two
gone all in.
goes all in.
Amin asks, do you know if the schedule for the 5K has changed? As far as I know, Amin, it is exactly
It
the
is
same.
Starting at 4:15. If you are registered
right.
before 4:15, you will receive $200 off your buy-in. So I'm in. Get on down here, save the $200.
Okay, so that was just an all-in call, and they chopped the pot. And we will be streaming that after the first break, because no one really wants to watch 100, 200. So once the first break ends, we will be streaming the 5K as well at 7 p.m. tonight.
Not quite 100, 200. I think it's 500, 1,000.
Is the first level, but you know, same difference.
Same difference, yeah.
200 big blinds deep is a bit slow usually, especially with these really good players that are not gonna just be shoving 200 big blinds.
So Jamie Hall's just said in the chat that the stream starts at 7, not the tournament. So yes, I now realize what Amin is asking. The tournament still starts at 4:15 today.
Yes, sir.
But the stream won't be until the end of this opening event.
Folds around to Tomas, and he's got ace 4 off. This has got to look good, blind on blind. Would you go for a shove here? I think this is just a shove.
What do you have? Yeah, 4:15 big
Yeah.
blinds, blind versus blind.
You could.
So right in this position, you're gonna want to be shoving hands that you're gonna be considering like the absolute value of hands rather than the playability. So a hand like King Deuce offsuit is gonna be much better than a hand like 5-6 suited, even though you would much rather play 5-6 suited. you're going to want to shove a hand like king deuce suited here, because when you do get called, you're more likely to be in front. So a hand like ace four, you just got to go for it. Pick up 2.5 big blinds. You've only got 15 big blinds. It's adding 20% to your stack.
You don't really want to be raise folding hands that are ace high there either. You could easily open, get shoved on by king high, and then feel like you need to fold. So just get it in. And we're also really excited to have Monkey and Burke back in the booth tonight. They will be commentating the 5K. Should be really, really fun. A lot of really great players. We'll be streaming that day one into that day two tomorrow, all the way through to the finish.
Yeah, that's definitely the A team up here in the booth, Monkey and Berkey. So that will be good. If you haven't followed them on Facebook already, they've got a page, Monkey and Berkey Commentary. Could be Berkey and Monkey Commentary if you're looking it up. I'm not quite sure exactly, but yeah, go and give those guys a follow.
Yeah, they are just characters. Super fun guys. What you see in the booth is what you get in real life with them. They're always joking around, always having a good time.
The best in the business on this this continent. So
trying to do them justice here.
Trying.
Attempting on this Monday afternoon. Where are people watching from? Are people watching from work? Or do they have off today? Is a public holiday today in Australia?
Holiday today. Congratulations to Mr. Prince King Charles. Apparently, it's his birthday.
Oh,
same day as his mum's. Apparently.
Really?
No, it's the holiday that we have is for the king's birthday. It's same day every year.
Oh, which king's birthday was it?
Not their actual birthday. I don't know. It's
some king's birthday.
Tradition.
I mean, it's some king's birthday.
Listen,
for sure.
We probably Google it. We'll find an answer there. But actually, I was hoping to watch the football, but looks like I'm stuck in the booth with you guys.
Oh, okay. You'll have to watch it another time. Who's playing Collingwood versus?
Collingwood are playing Melbourne. If you don't know, I'm a diehard Collingwood supporter. I actually took Guy to the Collingwood Hawthorn game. We've
Binks the 3.
An interesting flop here. Set versus a gut shot in 2 overs. Blind versus blind.
I mean, almost certainly a continuation from Rahul into a call from Justin, I'd imagine.
Yes, I see that coming. I took Guy to his first ever football match, Collingwood versus Hawthorn. And 10 minutes before the end of the game, there was a 6-point differential in the score, and he asked me, "What happens if it's a draw?" And Hawthorn kicked the drawing goal after the siren. And 10 minutes earlier, I'd said we all go home sad, and that's what happened. We all went home sad.
Yeah. It was fun because it was with Bridges and a friend of his, and Bridges is a diehard Collingwood fan, and his friend is a Hawthorn fan, so neither were happy.
No one was happy.
No one was happy with the result. I wasn't happy because I wanna see a winner.
Yeah. Still never been to a game that was ended in a result.
Yeah, and people are always like, "Oh, that never happens." It's like, well, it happened the only time I went.
It always happens to Guy.
93-93 too. Not a low-scoring game by any means, but it was a very exciting game. I gotta say, the sport's great. It's really fun to watch. It's tough to keep track of the ball all the time, but I don't know if I should be watching the players or the little screen, like, the play-by-play feed.
You should be watching the players. If you want to watch the little screen, you can stay down here at Playlive and watch it on one of our many, many TVs.
You're not wrong.
All right, Jordan has the Rockets four-handed.
Queens
under the gun.
And then
queens
aces.
Under the gun, and now he's have aces under the gun.
Jeez. Oh
no, Rahul.
He's probably gonna go for a 3-bet here. Ace high,
He's
four-handed.
He's got the worst ace, so that might save him. He might just
muck it.
But
this is a tough spot.
He's just giving it up. Wow.
Finds the fold. Just smells blood in the water there. Doesn't want any piece of it. Now I wonder if Tomas folds here, which I imagine he will because he's been folding hands like these.
Yep.
Will Jordy show the aces? Is this a fun table, or are they?
One fold.
He shows his friends. Oh, he shows the table. He shows the table. You gotta show the aces four-handed. Can't get any value. Aces always wins.
Rahul is just patting himself on the back.
Yeah, he must feel real good about that fold.
It was an easy 1.5 million for him to lose if he.
Yeah, especially if the board comes out dry, he might feel like his ace high is actually not bad.
Right.
And he might get
Could lose a few chips.
Could lose a few chips. So, or if he hits the ace, God forbid, right?
That's it. It's all over.
Then it's not good. 5-4 suited. Oh, just chucks it in the muck. Doesn't want to raise that four-handed. Interesting.
Thomas might just whack this one.
I feel like you would. It's a little bit scary, though. You only have queen high, really, you know? Is he just calling? Looks like a call to me.
That is the other option. I just feel like clicking it is the worst.
And he probably would not have gotten called by the queen nine, but if he would have, I mean, he's really ahead on this. He's really ahead.
Now here's the problem. How do you navigate? And Geordie could just have any of this.
Geordie's got to feel like after the check back, he's probably going to put it in bet.
Of course. He can just very easily represent an 8-6. Those both make sense.
You just have air. You just have queen high. What's Tomas here?
Thomas is just drawing to.
What's that last name from Tomas? Is he Polish? Is that last?
Ruszkowski.
Ruszkowski?
Tomasz is definitely a Polish first name. Spelled that way.
There's a lot of Polish people here in Australia.
A lot of Polish people. I mean, relatively speaking, we have lots of different ethnic backgrounds.
Yeah, it's pretty diverse here.
So that small percentages wise, but we do have
Everyone's represented.
waves. We've just had waves of immigration from different parts of the world. A lot of Europeans came out after the World War II from all the different countries that were devastated by that. So, yeah, quite a diverse range of names, and surnames here in Australia.
Yeah, a lot more Lebanese people than I thought there'd be here as well. Big population of Lebanese people, especially in the poker community. They love their poker. That's one of the things I like about Melbourne. Thomas considering
I'll let this one go.
opening the 6-4 off from the button. Probably not.
He's probably pretty aware that he's been pretty passive when it folds to him on the button. 6-4 is not going to get it done.
Yeah. Definitely want to be taking some of those spots four-handed.
Yeah.
Here probably would have just, if he had opened, it probably would have just folded. So, but he doesn't obviously know that with the 6-4 off. All these players keeping it close to the chest.
Ali Mustafa Habib, we are everywhere, us lebs.
I mean, the food's good, so I can't complain. Where there's Lebanese people, there's good Lebanese food.
That is correct. It is very true.
Yeah. Bridges' wife, Nee, took us to a great Lebanese place for Bridges' birthday. I won't say which number.
I won't say either.
21st, let's say.
21st plus, yeah.
And it was fantastic. Misty in the chat, we invited him to come do a little bit of commentary, but I think he's busy playing the step 1 or step 2 satellites today for the 5K. Everyone's really excited to get into that. The big, if you, Bridges, how much more time do we have on those satties?
How much more time?
Yeah, if someone wanted to come down and play the satellite.
Come down and play this step 2 satellite, you've got until about 4:10. Actually, it'll be about 4:20. It started about 10 minutes late. Until about 4:20 to come and jump in that one. There are currently 15 entries in it, and
it's a 5-seat guarantee, no?
It's a 3-seat guarantee, so we
3-seat.
just hit the guarantee, and every subsequent entry will result in more 5K tickets.
As the 5K is a big tournament, big guarantee, really fun. Get to play against the best of the best. here in Melbourne?
The best of the best. Last time we did this one, we got 180,000 in the prize pool, and back in Melbourne millions. If we're with the numbers that we're getting here, it's more likely to hit. That one hit the 450k. So if you want to play some high stakes poker, get on down to Playlive, 129 York Street, South Melbourne.
How about Justin just absolutely flopping top two here?
Smashing it with top two.
Unfortunately, a monotone board, so... Wow, and he just folds the bottom pair. I'm kind of surprised. I thought we'd see one call.
No club in his hand.
No club is no call. Respect.
There's really no good turn cards for him, I imagine. Very few good turn cards.
Mini Main, another really, really great tournament. 750 buy-in. What's the guarantee on that one, Bridges?
Guarantee is $250,000.
$250,000. That means that first place is walking away with almost at least 75k, correct?
It should be
Something like that.
we got 378 in the opener, and in this one, and that's a $400 buy-in, so a lot more people would get paid for the same prize pool. And this has got 65k up top. So if we just hit the 250k guarantee, I would imagine that the first place is around 60,000.
But we're gonna smash
But
that.
we feel like the way that the numbers are going, we got 470k in the Melbourne Million. So this one got 10% bigger prize pool. So if you go 10% bigger than that, we're looking at over $500,000 in that one. If you're interested in playing that one, we've got flights Thursday, Friday, and 2 on Saturday.
Oh, Tomas uses one of his time cards here. Those are pretty valuable. You only get 3 for making it to the final 2 tables and 3 more for making it to the final table. Looks like he's got about 3 more in front of him. Oh, and he tank all-ins with the 6s. This is a 3-bet, correct?
Yeah, so Rahul opened the
Rahul,
button.
yeah.
Small blind folded. Pair gets it in. Fair enough. Rahul in the bin.
Now we're getting word from the booth downstairs that we might have a bit of a hiccup in one of the hands coming up here, so please be patient with us. But it should only be one hand. Okay, King 7 of diamonds goes for it again. Same play as last time, but a better hand.
Insta fold from the ace 3. That's
It's a little tight, but what do you
a little
do?
tight. The insta fold is the interesting part, not the fold.
You'd imagine that Battis has got a complete here. Maybe he even goes for the 3-bet, but it's not suited. I think if it was suited, he would go for the 3-bet almost certainly. This is the computer hand.
The computer hand, yeah. The kids that play online, they love the ace 5 suited. So
It is the nut bluff hand. You can make the wheel, you block an ace, and it's not very good other than that. Oh, looks like he's
he's going for a 3-bet.
going for the
And
3-bet.
we'll get it done probably.
Most likely. This looks really strong from the big blind.
2.1 million. I just cannot see Rahul wanting to see a flop with the King 7.
No. And you know what? It's a bluff from Jordan, but he actually has the best hand, so not by much, but he has it.
There we can see on the screen that the VPIP of all of these players, and as I mentioned earlier, Thomas is the tightest player at the table. That's partly to do with his chip stack, but also I think when you saw him tank with the 6-4 offsuit on the button, it was because he is aware that he's probably not getting any cards, and his image is that one that he is folding a lot, and he's probably going to get a lot of respect when he does pick up a hand on the button. So that's why he would be thinking about possibly opening a hand like 6-4 offsuit.
Yeah, that's the benefit to being one of these type players. If you kind of have that image, you can abuse it a little bit. I saw Ann doing that a little bit yesterday too. She had sort of a tight image on the table, and there was a few hands that she just went for it and got it in. So it was well played. Yeah, and especially if you're the kind of player that might be a little scared to go for it, it behooves you to do it because, you know, you are already being a type player, you're already folding a lot. Just looks really strong when you actually go for it. Blind on blind ace high.
Good enough. Takes it down.
Folds the king high there. A lot of respect on this table. Everyone's kind of doesn't really want to play king high, even though four-handed, that's not the worst hand.
Yeah, just with the chip stacks, with Thomas being the shorter stack and everyone else being around the same.
Yeah.
I think you'll find that they're not going to want to play a lot of post-flop until Thomas is either eliminated or he doubles up and catches up, and then they'll start battling.
Mm-hmm. It's very scary to play post-flop with these hands that have, you know, one strong card and then a really crap kicker. You could easily be getting out-kicked and just losing your whole stack even though you have top pair.
Yep. Blinds have gone up to 200, 400, 400. As you can see up. The average stack has now fallen.
Wow, he just folds the queen jack off with 12 bigs, four-handed. I think I would have found a shove there. Or maybe at least an open to fold to a 3-bet.
I really hate that. I would shove or fold.
Yeah.
I think
turns out to be the best for him because he. I don't know if Ace 4 Hearts calls off the 12 big blind shove with two people behind, but
Jordy just shoved the Ace 4 on the button here.
Yeah, he just went for it. 28 bigs.
I think with
it's fold. Oh, this is the hand that's getting a little messed up. It's folded out.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Thomas having folded behind, I think he's just putting maximum pressure on the other two bigger stacks. They're not going to want to pull off there. And he has just said, I will take this free 1 million chips.
You got the ace blocker.
And we'll move on to the next one.
Really hard to have ace king or ace queen. Yeah, we're going to wait for the graphics to catch up a bit. While we do that, I'm personally extremely excited for the battle stacks tomorrow. I think it's going to be really, really fun. If you want to play a unique tournament, you know, that really tries to leverage what's fun about poker, playing that post-flop, playing that shallow post-flop where it's like anything can happen. You can really get good shoves in. It should be a lot of fun. Not a lot of 100 big blind, you know, slow play. Just action.
That is the idea.
Ooh, ace king.
So I think we've got this. Everyone sort of picked up the same idea. They're gonna put maximum pressure on.
Take one fold.
Okay.
Whilst Thomas has a 10 big blind stack, and then
do we like the shove with ace king? I kind of like an open because it's like you're happy to get called, right?
I think in this specific scenario where you've got the one stack, especially who's in the big blind, that is short, that you don't want to open, get called by Justin, and then have Thomas fold and now play
An out of position pot.
post flop where if you miss, you never know where you're at, and you have pretty big ladder potentially coming if Thomas busts it off.
Yeah, and you also have this situation where if Thomas decides to call and then just shove a flop that he feels you missed, then you just have to fold there, and probably after a c-bet in a lot of cases. So
yeah, so you're just giving Thomas like a free chance to get a free like 6 big blinds when he's got a 10 big blind stack.
Poker's a crazy game, a lot of specifics.
One goes all in.
Okay, there we go, all in with ace king. Ace queen insta call's gotta be, right? Yeah.
It's gotta be, but he's found himself way behind. Jordy
Wow, Thomas
potentially doubles Thomas up again.
Let's see what happens here. Neither are suited, but they are all the other suits, so we have a double sweat here for the four-liner. Flush in any direction takes it. Ace makes no difference at all. And it's going to be a queen and just a queen.
It's a double up for Thomas, so... And Jordy was the chip leader, and now it's going to be 20, 20, 21, and 26 big blinds. So
Wow.
now we've the dynamic has changed at the table.
4,100,000.
How do you-
Actually, Geordie is now the short stack, 17 big blinds remaining.
In terms of ICM, these players are all almost exactly equal in their value with equal chip size.
All very similar, yes.
Yes, and the next, the next pay jump is like almost 8K, right?
I believe so, yeah. Just pull it up on my screen. So they're all guaranteed 17,700, and the next pay jump is to 25,200. So we've got an 8K pay jump.
Yeah, that's a big pay jump for a $400 tournament. 20x,
20 buy-ins
20 buy-ins.
just to survive one more spot. So if you're a tournament grinder, that's a huge spot. So
And Jordan's not going to let that pot bother him. It's an insta call with ace queen there, and you just go for it, and he has ace king. It's okay.
yeah, if you want to do this for a living, you just got to take those spots and brush it off and move on to the next one.
Yeah, you can't be upset that you got it in behind with what is a very, very good hand, four-handed.
Nine-handed. That's a very, very good hand. So
Yeah.
four-handed.
I mean, for 20 bigs, it's a call in every version of the world.
Zeppa MZ is asking for a short deck tournament. When is that going to happen? The short deck craze kind of died out. Not a lot of short deck tournaments going on in world poker, I guess. So
Maybe you could ask Shannon. He runs some wacky tournaments.
yeah, if you talk to the Mixed Games Academy, they may be interested in doing something like that. They like to play all the different poker variants, but
And they're great about, if there's interest in something,
they'll put anything on.
they'll put it on. So if you can get a list of people that you think will play, I think Shannon and the Miss Games Academy would be happy to facilitate. Great dealers over there, too. Really, all the dealers at Playlive are quite superb. We have Shano on the table, who's just a gun.
10 seconds. All in.
It looks like this hand didn't get recorded.
3 folds.
Oh, it's a pretty big hand. Looks like a raise from Tomas into a shove from Fatis. And then Tomas folds. Okay. So we won't know exactly what he had, but we'd imagine something middling into something strong.
Let's go with that.
So now the chip counts might be just a little bit off because of the missed hand here. So we can imagine that Jordan probably has an extra chip. Oh, maybe it'll catch up here. Yeah, looks like they're going to fix the chip counts through actually just playing out the hand, and Jordan wins the hand for 1.2 million. There we go. Now we still don't get to see the cards, but at least the chip counts we know are all correct. And here we have Tomas again sitting with threes. Hand that I recently misplayed with.
So every single player is between 8.1 and 9.4 million.
Yeah, it's really tight. This is really anyone's game.
10 seconds. Take 1
Just
fold.
folds the threes. That's pretty reasonable. Pretty hard to play post flop.
Hard to play post flop and hard to play with these exact chip stacks.
Yeah, you're not really getting a ton of good implied odds even when you bink the set. And that's pretty unlikely.
Take 3 makes it 1.2.
Goes Rahul elects for a raise here. Blind on blind with queen 5 off. Oh,
He's
and Justin wakes up with kings.
walked into it.
Now, does Justin just call here? He could maybe be getting a lot of Rahul's stack, especially if he hits a queen on the flop, right?
Yeah, I think this is a great spot to just slow play. Four-handed, absolutely nutted.
4 call.
Did he re-raise?
No, he just flat called.
He just flat called. That's just a lot of chips.
It's just a great... take some cojones, but it's a...
2
Rahul is just flop top.
Wow. You got to imagine Justin's pretty happy with a not ace-high flop with the kings.
Sure.
But ace still has equity, so ace could still definitely bet here. Now, again, I really just like a call here, I think.
Justin's just going to call here.
A lot of hands want to shove this.
As long as the turn comes below somewhere in the middle. Turn comes a 7 through to a queen. I think that Justin's going to... Nope, he's gone all in.
That's an interesting play. I guess he wants to deny the ace any gut shot equity here.
Yeah, I think you just can't be too scared of...
I think you're so nutted.
Some kind of 4-outer coming along here. I would much prefer just to call. And
But it's also such a dry flop. I mean, it's like there's maybe a few bluffs here, so maybe he's trying to rep the bluffs, you know? Like, he's really under-repped. His hand is super under-repped, right? Like, but he could still have 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. Those are all very reasonable calls. Obviously, like, kings and aces can call you trapping.
Oh, he has called it off a top pair.
He's called it off a top pair, and he's going to get the bad news. So he needs a queen or a 5, or runner, 4 ace.
Queen 5.
But that also chops, so. Wow, okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, justice has been served.
Wow.
But
Just
what a cooler Shano is dealing here.
absolute. The turn for the 5-outer and then the 2-outer on the river to reverse the scales. Absolutely disgusting. Wow.
It would have been brutal if he just called and saw the 5 on the turn, and then they still got the money in, and king comes on the river.
Wow, yeah, because that's how that hand would have gone. They would have gotten all their money in on the turn, and he would have gotten sucked out on. So, but Justin gets it in ahead, makes that shove early just for the e-peens of getting it in ahead.
So Rahul is left with fumes.
Oh no, that's not good for Rahul.
See, this is a scenario we talked about earlier. Justin is going to want Rahul to stick around so that he can try and abuse Geordie and Tomas, whereas the other two are going to want to bust Rahul as soon as possible.
Yeah. He's really incentivized to just like fold to a blind versus blind bet, but Rahul still needs to get back to his blind.
Yeah, so
and he
Rahul
doesn't have much.
Is the button. So he's going to pretty much go with anything.
Oh yeah.
Just to win the big blind ante.
That's so.
Not necessarily this hand. If it's absolute garbage like he has, it's a fold. But like if he had the queen 4, for example, he's just going to want to go with it. Because you just potentially get called by like a 10-8 hand or whatever, and you're ahead with the queen high. Because he is going to want to try and pick up the big blind ante before he pays it. Just to...
And from Rohan in the chat, yes, he did have Tomas folded the pocket 3s that he would have binked the flop.
Right, yeah.
And he would have gotten it all. He would have flopped a set, turned the full house and lost the hand.
Forgot all about that when we
So we could have. It was possible to see a double elimination in a different universe there. Justin takes it down with a queen 4, starting to use his bigger stack to bully the other players a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that queen 4 is such a bad hand four-handed.
So Rahul is now pretty much can put it all in blind under the gun. Obviously, wants to make it look like he looks at his cards and he's making a decision, but he's pretty much his decision probably already made. Okay, Matt asks, what color suit am I wearing today? It is brown with a nice little green lining.
Ooh.
So he goes for it. King 8 is that.
Wow, yeah,
Insane candidate.
That looks...
But yes, that was like gonna happen with Deuce 7 offsuit, I believe.
And you can see that Tomas.
If it just gets through, perfect. If it gets called and you got 2 live cards, like that's a good scenario too, because then you could almost have 10, 11 big blinds by the end of the hand.
So it's also, he does not exactly have 3.2. He actually has almost 4 big blinds according to our downstairs. Yeah, 1.525 million, not 1.3. So that is, in fact, almost 4 big blinds. I mean, it's not that different, but if you're at home considering yourself in Thomas's spot, consider it as 4 big blinds, not 3.
So 3 stacks of the 5 greens and just 1 orange.
You got to imagine he's probably putting in He has players behind, so it's tough to call here. Yeah.
He was going to do it, and then he decided against it.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
gonna be
wow,
a
that's got to be a snap.
call from
That's
Geordie.
got to be a snap.
Ace 2 for seat 2. King 8 for seat 3.
Yep, Danny is absolutely right in the chat. Maybe could have found a fold with that 5, but again, it's top pair, so it's pretty hard to find the fold there. Oh, and an ace on the flop. Gonna need a lot of work here, and it's cooked.
All over.
And there we go.
We have lost Rahul in 4th position. So he takes $17,700 home, I believe, for a $400 buy-in.
And it's also really good that we did not see a call from Tomas there. His patience is really paying off. He would have hit that flop with the queen and against the ace, and then a second ace would have made Jordan look like he's bluffing with whatever he's going for. So it would have.
It's hard to get paid with one ace, but then somehow it's easier to get paid when the second ace comes because it's way less likely that you are gonna have one.
Yeah, especially second, top 2 pair there. Tomas is probably losing his stack. But he's been very, very patient in this tournament, and he's been rewarded
With an 8K pay jump.
with an 8K pay jump. Good on him.
Extra needle.
He's got to be feeling good coming in pretty short, 8 bigs to this day. We're probably going to see the blinds go up here pretty soon. Oh, Tomas has got ace queen. Now this is definitely a strong enough hand to induce. I don't think you want to be shoving 18 bigs here. I think you could just open and then call any shove.
Seat 1 goes all in.
He just goes all in. It's not unreasonable.
Going for it.
Ooh, king 10.
Straight in the bin.
Easy fold.
Seat 2 folds, seat 4 folds.
And that's that, and the fold from Katsipas as well.
Not really sure what
Did
Austin had, but
Not sure what he had, but
Don't want the button.
I'm sure that it wasn't very good. You seem to have folded that pretty quick. Didn't even consider the call.
Normally people try to keep it, not throw it away before they've used it.
All right, Shano's dealing some coolers today. Usually that's reserved for dealers like Howie and Jose, but he's trying to take the title of Grim Reaper. Ooh, ace-9 suited for Jordan. That's definitely a nice hand to open with here.
it's definitely going to go for an open here.
And now that we're three-handed, like this is a very, very good hand.
Seat 2 makes it 800.
He clicks it to 800.
Like if someone shoves, he probably just calls. Katsipas just instantly folds there. I didn't see what he had, but you got to imagine that Thomas is just doing a bit of Hollywood here. I doubt. Oh, he goes ahead and calls with the 7-4 off. Figures if he can see a good flop, maybe he can win the pot anyways. You can see that he's 31% to 69%, so honestly, probably has the equity to call there.
Flipped a pair.
Seat 1
Unfortunately, he is behind.
And
seat 2 makes it 400.
now here's the thing.
Jordy insta-bets one big blind.
Usually on an ace-high board here, you got to be scared, but people are playing pretty wide ranges three-handed.
Three-handed, you're not gonna.
You're not gonna let this one go on one bet. With the king coming in, it's a little bit easier to let go.
A lot of the bluffs that Jordy had there on the turn are now going to make a pair. So,
Now Jordy's probably gonna size up, maybe get called by a king that maybe called flop.
he's going for like 1.5 million.
About half pot. Does really want to get called here. Feels like he has the best hand. Almost certainly does.
1.5 exactly.
For half pot here, I feel like you can just give it a fold. The king is a really bad turn for you.
Yeah, you're going to play the river out of position. just not.
Yeah, because you can't really call the river unless you really bank it with another 7 or a 4, and that's the only 2 cards in the deck that really make a difference. People in the chat, now that we're 3-handed, who do you want to win the opening event at Playlive Melbourne Winter Championship Series 68K? 68
65.
65 lacquer, as
Monkey and Berkey
as
say.
Monkey and Berkey say.
Anurag said, "Go Geordie."
I'd imagine the people on the rail are excited for Jordy. They might have a piece, but in this $400 buy-in, he might just have 100% of himself.
It's very possible.
Looking to take 65K home. 7-6 suited. Nice hand, 3-handed. Especially for the chip leader.
For the chip leader, he's going to be trying to put a lot of pressure on the other 2 guys with the smaller stacks. So on the button, he's going to be playing this one in position. He's dominated, but Queen 6 off is just very hard to make a good hand.
I think people are spamming emotes in the YouTube chat.
Can make a hand, but definitely usually not a good one.
It's funny, you know, it doesn't seem like a good call, but you are dominating.
He just lets it go.
Lets it go, makes sense. This is the benefit of being the chip leader, guys. You get to make those kinds of plays, and people have to respect it.
I think we're going to find Justin putting in a lot of raises now till something changes.
Mm-hmm. And Tomas is definitely going to wait for his moments to 3-bet shove. Jordan's kind of stuck in the middle. He's in a tough spot. He really wants to let Tomas get out here because it's a big pay jump, right? It's 13, 14K pay jump here. No joke. And a chance to play for the trophy, for that spade, for that play live spade.
Thomas still electing to fold these marginal hands on the button.
King 4. You got to imagine he wants to play this one.
Yeah.
Is he going to go for a raise? Is he going to go for a call? He's just going to go for a call.
Yeah, I think he's going to start mixing in a lot of calls, blind versus blind against Justin.
Ooh, Justin has a very interesting spot here. Usually you just want to see the flop with this hand and realize your equity, right?
Yeah.
You want to check this one back.
Check it back in position. You can pretty much represent anything now other than really, really strong. For example, here he's up and down, but he can just bet here, and if Geordie doesn't have a jack in his hand, there's very little else in terms of what's going on.
Geordie checks.
A very dry board, so
you'd imagine Justin takes a stab
at this,
here,
and it's gonna work.
One big blind. And you can see these are exactly the kinds of hands you want to wait for your bluffs here. Have a lot of equity.
Has gotten a call.
You can see how even though he's dominated, he was still 60-40 on that flop.
Yeah.
Jordan not going anywhere though. Calls with the over and a half.
It's checked again. I think Justin really just has to go for it again here. Especially since he's
checks
decided
it
to check it back. He gets
and he
there.
gets there.
I was gonna say that if an ace comes and he makes the straight,
with the ace
he could win all of Geordie's chips if Geordie has an ace. So I think you basically you have to decide when you want to take a shot at it, and if he gets called again, obviously he's going to give up unless he gets there.
I imagine Geordie's folding to literally any sizing here.
Much anything, yeah.
Like he's going to try and size it so that maybe an 8 calls, maybe a jack calls.
Yeah, he definitely has to target a jack here, even though it's pretty unlikely that Geordie's going to go check on the river with the jack.
And also check on the flop with the jack is a bit strange as well. So
I think because it's limped blind versus blind, I think he wants to give Justin a chance to, if he's got a jack, for example, in the spot, he would check to give Justin a chance to put more chips in the middle.
a lot of, not.
But if it goes check on the turn, I think that Jordan's gonna want to take a stab, especially if Justin had an 8 in his hand. He might check back the turn, having picked up some equity.
He finds the fold. Makes a lot of sense. He has no pair.
Yeah, I think he just floated the flop, thinking king high is probably good here, which he was.
Which
correct.
it was. He was. He had the majority of the equity. He had the majority of the equity even going into the river.
Yeah.
Here comes Gabe. Thank you very much, Shano.
Dealer change. Yeah.
We got Jordan talking to the boys. He's reviewing some game plan here.
Just watching the game out, the Collingwood game out of the corner of my eye, and it's not looking good for our boys early.
It's not looking good.
14 zip. If anyone else is,
It's just started. Just getting started.
and I've just seen one of our best defenders go off with what looks like a shoulder injury. So,
Uh-oh.
Collingwood's season is just going from bad to worse.
It's not going well this
It's
season,
not
right? What are
good.
they? What's their record right
I
now?
don't know if like 500 as they call it in America. I think we're
Yep.
4 wins, 4 losses, and a draw.
It's not the worst.
Not the worst, not the best. Injuries are just stacking up. So
A draw. I'd love to have seen that game.
yeah.
Jake Stafford in the chat. Jordan Baz, the GOAT. He's going to try and prove it. He's had quite a good year.
Justin raising it up blind versus blind here with just absolute garbage. And it's gonna work.
Somehow he's ahead. He's 1 pip ahead.
Somehow he's in front.
But yeah, you could definitely make the raise here with the 8-5. When you're a chip leader, you get a
Yes,
lot
exactly.
to fold.
This is the
Wow, and he gets the call. See, now it's interesting because Tomas probably calls here imagining that he's, he has 2 live cards. Oh.
This is gonna be a double up for Tomas unless he gets really unlucky. And
Wow, what a flop. And you got to imagine that.
Monica Zabrovdov says go D's, and we are gonna kick her out of this one. Live chat. Sorry, that's the end of you, Monica.
We're going to veto that decision, Bridges.
Just kidding, Monica. Congratulations on the win.
Okay.
With 13 minutes left in the first quarter.
There is the opportunity. Okay,
This
that turn
could
is
be
actually
cooler.
spicy.
That is a.
Give him so many outs on that turn. To actually.
All the money is going to get in at some point. Should be right now. And that's an all-in and a snap call.
Snap call. And okay.
Here it is.
67% of the time.
14 outs. 14 outs.
That's a lot of outs. I
That's a
mean,
lot of outs.
it's a lot of outs. He's got. You could see on the bottom left.
The sickest one is a 6. With the 5 kicker being the.
Oh, and he
gets
doesn't get
there. And that
there.
is the end of Thomas.
Oh wow. What a setup.
That is a setup. That is a horrible, horrible end to the tournament.
That was an absolute setup.
Collingwood looks like they've kicked a goal.
Well, there it goes. And now, Battis, pretty happy that he was patient enough to
Yeah.
find that extra
Gets the pay jump, but he
15K.
comes in 3-1 chip underdog.
It's not undoable. It's just 1 all in, and suddenly you're ahead.
Yep.
So you can turn
His
the tables
friends are-
here. They're hyping him up.
They're hyping him up.
They're yeah, you got this.
Yeah. Nicky Dacos with a goal. Our only hope. Looks like we oh, not taking a break. Yeah, straight into heads up.
A round of applause for these last two guys here.
Yep, no break. We have been told.
Sam says, Battis is the GOAT. This lead isn't enough. Yeah. Send more guys. That's what Sam's saying.
Send more guys.
Send more guys.
All right.
3-1. That's an advantage. Justin's the Aussie grinder. Absolutely, Jennings. Absolutely. He has grinded out this tournament. He has been up and down on this final table. He's had the most. He's had the least. And that's how this game goes.
Look at those lovely stacks of green chips.
That's a lot of greens.
Yeah, he's made a full house here, heads up, which you'd love to make a full house heads up, unfortunately.
Now, the crazy part here is
nothing to pay him with.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of the heads up game. Actually, sorry, I thought it was Justin that made the full house. It's Jordy.
No, he already made the full house. Okay, that's a
Big stacks of
start.
Chips.
Boys are hyping him up.
You want to win every hand heads up, so in order to do that, you got to win the first one.
Any hand you don't win, you do lose, in
That
fact.
is the case.
You do lose. Now, the crazy part, I love the end of tournaments, because the crazy part is Justin is sitting there with 800 players worth of chips in his stack.
800 dreams sitting in his stack. 400 for Jordy.
800 $400 buy-ins right there in his stack.
Both of these guys guaranteed $40,000, and they're playing heads up for another $25,000.
Yeah, we didn't even pick up on this, but a deal has not been discussed a single time on this table. I wonder if that's because we came back the next day, and so they just feel like, okay, we're feeling fresh, we're feeling good, we're ready to play. There's no rush because I imagine both of these players will be regging the 5K, if not today, then tomorrow. Oh, keep in mind, guys, that if you can't play today, there'll still be some late reg of the 5K tomorrow.
Yes, 2 whole hours, 2 levels tomorrow to register and re-register the 5K.
And the structure is really good, so you're not coming in with 5 bigs. So if you're interested in playing tomorrow, you definitely can. King Queen. That's a good hand for 2 hands.
Heads up.
He just goes all in. Figures maybe he can get a worse, like a bad ace to fold maybe. Doesn't want to go and see a flop with an ace high and feel like he's out of position, but I don't know. I feel like
Not sure about that one.
could have just raised, but
given the size of Jordy's stack, that he shouldn't be wanting to try and fold out the ace highs. Like he should be trying to play some post flop with the.
maybe he feels like if he opens and Jordy shoves, he has to fold the king queen. But I feel like you can
You can
probably
do that very easily and move on to the next one. And there's a lot of playability here.
Oh my gosh, he wakes up with queens. Now will he just check here? I don't know if I like the just check with queens.
I think after the shove,
Your hand's pretty
the hand
vulnerable.
before you now want to sort of keep doing it.
You gotta stay balanced, right?
Stay balanced. Keep the line that you're decided to go with.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because it looks a little suspicious, right? Maybe it's like, oh, 2 hands in a row, he's shoving on me. I have ace high, I call.
Right.
And then you win the tournament with queens kind of vibe.
Like you just picked up 2 sets of blinds when Jordy only has 20, so it's now it just looks.
There's just not a ton of hands that are calling you and then calling a shove there as well, so pretty much every hand that's calling the shove is probably opening.
Here's the thing, now he does limp.
If it's a queen high flop, this could be the end.
It could be.
It is.
Jordy out flops him with the 3. Cannot be sure where he's at in this pot. Does have the backdoor clubs.
I feel like he just checks it back, yeah.
Especially if a club comes. Now he's really confident he's got at least. He's most likely to have the best hand, but at least has some equity.
Against pretty much anything.
Pretty much anything. He's not going to be worried about ace or
Ooh, just checks
king
his
high.
decide to realize his equity.
Flushes.
And there's the flush. It's queen high flush. He's got to feel
Queen high
pretty
flush
good
is
about
the
that.
nuts here,
Yeah.
like-
So what sizing are we gonna see? There's only 3 big blinds in the pot, so we're it's definitely not gonna be too big, but
He's going for one big blind.
one big blind. Really thin value here from Jordy. Really patient. Fortunately, not even gonna get called for one.
Yeah. He does want to try and get a smaller, like get called by a smaller flush. I would prefer a check there on the river. You've checked it all the way. You look very weak.
Yeah, let him bluff it off, right?
Let him take a stab with complete air, and I would love to go for like a check raise for a pretty decent size.
Yeah, you'd imagine that
there's
on that
just-
turn, if he has a king of clubs or an ace of clubs,
for
he's
whatever reason,
betting.
He's gonna take a shot at it. I just think Jordy just has the nuts there.
Similar hand, but this time suited. Oh,
I think Jordy's just gonna limp a ton with his stack size, and then he's gonna like.
This is the all-in.
re-jam.
Yeah, all in full.
Re-jam his good hands, lose the minimum. He just doesn't want to open a hand like Queen Deuce and get shoved on and lose an extra big blind for no reason. It's when he does get the double up. If he's lost an extra 2 or 3 big blinds from doing that, like it gets magnified.
Yep. Jordy in a funny spot here. He actually was chip leading the tournament earlier and had about almost 7 million chips. Only has a bit more than that right now. Down to heads up. So really been having a ton of chips the whole tournament, and now has about a third just in stack. He just goes all in with the queen and the ace jack insta call. Makes sense. Queen 4 a little bit loose there with the shove, I think, but he has to balance.
Yep.
I think I would have preferred to wait for a queen 4 suited if I'm going to do this kind of play.
There is a
Ooh,
4.
He's got the 4. This could be the tournament.
This could be the end of the tournament. Turn is a brick.
9. Complete brick. We need an ace or a jack.
And the river is
And
a
the river's
king.
clean.
That is it. Jordy has been eliminated in second. $40,000. Congratulations to Justin Katsipis. He has won the opening event at the Playlive Melbourne Winter Championships. I am going to go and watch the football. Guy.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Bridges. Thank you for being here. 65K.
As we say that, Collingwood has pulled level. Let's
Here we go. All right.